Racist cops bully black man, but then he walked into the station as their superior. Is this some kind of joke? Drop the act, people, like you don't carry badges. He stood frozen, wrists tightening under the cold grip of the cuffs, his badge tossed carelessly to the ground, ignored like his voice, like his truth. Crowds gathered, phones recorded, but the officers didn't flinch until a voice thundered from behind them. Unhand him. That's your new commanding officer. In a single breath, the power dynamic shattered. This isn't just about mistaken identity. It's about what happens when racism meets its reckoning. Welcome, story lovers. Where are you watching from? Drop your city in the comments and hit like to keep the truth moving. Every morning, Jamal Thompson ironed his uniform with pride. After years of hard work, discipline, and top-tier training, he had just received a rare promotion in a major city's police department. But no one in town knew him yet. He had transferred from out of state and hadn't met the officers he'd soon be leading. Wanting to surprise them, Jamal decided to walk into the station without his uniform, just an average black man in jeans and a hoodie, carrying a backpack. He parked a few blocks away and chose to explore the neighborhood on foot. As he strolled past the familiar urban buildings, he nodded politely at a couple of officers on patrol across the street. They stared but didn't acknowledge him. That was the first sign. But Jamal, always one to give grace, kept walking, unaware that those same officers would soon stop him. Not with words, with force. The sidewalk was quiet, but Jamal heard footsteps closing in behind him. Then a sharp voice barked, "Hey, what are you doing around here?" He turned, eyebrows raised. Two white officers approached, their eyes narrowed and jaws clenched. Before he could answer, one said, "Backpack on a guy like you? What's in it? Tools to break in somewhere?" Jamal calmly replied, "Just books and paperwork," but his explanation only fueled their suspicion. "Hands where we can see them," one yelled, as if Jamal's calmness was a threat. They grabbed his arms, slammed him against a patrol car, and began searching him. He tried to explain, "I work with the department," but they laughed. "Oh, you work with the department? Sure you do." Crowds gathered. Phones came out. The officers didn't care. One emptied his bag onto the hood, papers, ID cards, a police badge, and a sealed letter addressed to the precinct's captain. One officer froze. "Wait, what the hell is this?" Before Jamal could respond, another officer snatched the badge. "This is fake. You're impersonating." The words stung, not because they doubted him, but because he had seen this scene play out too many times. Only this time, the man they were humiliating wasn't just a victim. He was a perpetrator. He was about to become their boss. Jamal stood silent as they handcuffed him, right there in front of the station. He could hear snickers, see passing cars slow to gawk. The humiliation boiled inside him, but not rage, just a heavy, exhausted pain. Then the captain walked out. "What the hell is going on here?" The officers straightened. "Caught a guy impersonating the..." Captain interrupted, eyes wide as he recognized Jamal. "That's Lieutenant Thompson. He's your new commanding officer." Silence. The officers paled. The cuffs came off. One stammered, We didn't know." Jamal didn't say a word. He walked past them, head high, dignity intact, power earned. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It helps. Jamal didn't ask for their apologies. He demanded accountability. Those two officers were suspended pending review. But that wasn't the real win. The real win was walking into that precinct the next morning in full uniform and seeing every officer stand at attention, knowing who he was now. Still, Jamal knew this was never about one man. It was about what it meant to be judged before you even speak. About how racism isn't always loud, it's often subtle, wearing a badge or a uniform, and yet change starts somewhere. Sometimes with power, sometimes with pain. How many more people have to be broken before the system wakes up? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos. Take care.